If you ask anyone who's currently under Twitch contracts, you'll know, they'll tell you, it is the lowest possible offer across any of the other streaming platforms that have ever offered contracts. It's about a tenth of what the rest of the industry was offering streamers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on the Buster Live channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about really quickly why I haven't been uploading for so long. But for the most part, we're going to save that for another video. The main reason we're here today is to talk about Penguin0 and him leaving Twitch. Now with all the big names doing this recently, I'm sure this isn't a big surprise to many of us. But I figured we would talk about it nonetheless because I had some interesting things that I figured we'd go over. Anyways, like I said before, I do want to talk about why I haven't been uploading much to the channel recently. Now I've had just a lot going on, generally speaking, in my personal life. A lot of stuff I've wanted to really focus up on aside from the YouTube channel, and I'd say it's done nothing but benefit me at the end of the day, as sad as it's been taking time away from the channel. Look, dude, I spent my entire adult life from the time, like, few months before I moved out on my own to up to a couple of months ago, really focusing solely on YouTube. So I think it's safe to say at the end of the day, there was a little bit of character building that I needed to go out into the real world and do. Like I said, I think it's only ended up benefiting me and subsequently you guys, hopefully. But we've done the things that we've needed to do, and slowly we're getting to where we need to be able to maintain everything at a baseline. And yeah, hopefully content can come to be a little bit more consistent here on the channel. Anyways, with all that out of the way, we will be talking about that in another video, like I said, for those of you that might be interested in that. For now, let's go ahead and get on into the main juice of the video. But if you do enjoy at any point, be sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing if you are new around here. Check out the comments and the description for my Twitter down below. Follow me over there. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on into this video. So Critikal, otherwise known as Charlie, otherwise known as Penguin0, otherwise known as Mr. Moneybags, that can literally upload anything, including talking about personal business decisions, and end up on the trending tab. This guy, man, this guy is so insanely consistently relevant no matter what he does or talks about. It never ceases to amaze me. Anyways, after spending 10 plus years on the platform, Critikal decided to go ahead and leave his exclusivity deal with Twitch, and according to him, he did so amicably, which just means that everybody involved was sort of okay with it. I gotta be honest with you though, it is a little interesting to me that there was an amicable departure with a streamer that is as relevant as Critikal is. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's beneficial for Charlie that Twitch didn't do anything because he wanted to leave. But I think it is a little interesting that they kind of were just like, oh yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Get out of here. Bye. Have a good one. It just goes to show you how little they really care about their larger creators at the end of the day. Like, that's the thing, dude. An exclusivity deal is kind of important. Like, it's kind of a big deal. So when you see Twitch just kind of letting one of their most relevant streamers pretty much overall just go like that, it kind of just gives off the sort of vibe that Twitch is sort of giving up. They're sort of throwing in the towel with all the competition surrounding them lately. I think about 3 months ago, we wouldn't have really known whether or not these other streaming platforms were going to work out, but I think it's pretty clear at this point that these streaming platforms, Rumble and Kick, are going to become immense competitors to Twitch. And I think especially based on these sorts of situations like this one with Charlie, it's pretty clear that Twitch is fully aware of the fact that within 5 years, they're no longer going to be the streaming behemoth they once were.
So, pop a squat by the fireplace and let me explain. My Twitch contract has been terminated amicably between myself and Twitch, and a huge thanks to Twitch for being so willing to do that, because I did still have a lot of time remaining on my Twitch contract, but I wanted to be able to have flexibility to stream elsewhere, and Twitch fully understood and gave me that firm pat on the ass and said, you go get 'em, champ. So, I am no longer exclusive with Twitch.
Now, this actually brings us to the next talking point of the video that I wanted to talk about, that being Twitch's content exclusivity policy. Now, this content exclusivity policy that Twitch has on its streamers that affects everybody from the bare minimum affiliate level to the top 0.1% of streamers, this policy is essentially violating to the people that it affects. And now I'm not even joking when I say that, okay? For those of you that don't know, before I started this YouTube channel, I actually streamed over on Twitch like most people did back in the pandemic. You know, started Twitch channel, I'm gonna be famous, yada yada yada. Well, as you can see, that didn't work, but regardless, I still have experienced this myself. I remember getting to a certain point with my content where I was like growing a little bit, but the only way that I was gonna continue growing is by making content out of my streams. But with Twitch's content exclusivity policy, even as an affiliate streamer that averaged like what, 5 to 10 viewers per stream, I essentially wasn't allowed to move my content from Twitch to any other platform for up to 24 hours after my stream was finished without running the risk of getting my whole channel ban. Not only this, but as either somebody that's trying to grow your stream or trying to reach as many people as possible, either way, that's the name of the game, you have to take into consideration the idea of multi-streaming, which Twitch is vehemently against, as stated in your affiliate contract, or I imagine your exclusivity contract as a larger streamer.
Now, this isn't me announcing that I've signed somewhere else with like a contract. This isn't like a LeBron James The Decision moment where I'm coming up here and saying, I'm taking my talent, well, for me, I'm taking my lack of talent to Mixer. It's nothing like that. This is just simply me saying Twitch was nice enough to turn our contract into toilet paper, which is what I wanted, because I really like the idea of not being forced into one place. I'd like to be able to spread my fucking butterfly wings and be able to try different things on different platforms. So it means a lot that Twitch was willing to, terminate that contract, because under that contract, I couldn't.
So again, let's just dial it back a little bit here. Let's think about this realistically. Let's think about this objectively. This is an exclusivity contract, meaning Charlie could only stream on Twitch, right? Why would this contract have existed in the first place? Well, because of Charlie's massive reach and his massive influence as a creator. So in other words, Twitch would have approached him for this contract and been like, hey, we really like what you're doing. We want you to be an exclusive Twitch streamer. And then when Charlie approaches them and says, yeah, I'd like to leave, they're just like, all right, bye. I don't know, dude. Just the way I'm looking at it is if Charlie tried to leave his contract a year ago when there was absolutely no competition in regards to streaming platforms whatsoever, I just feel like Twitch would have handled it differently. Now, obviously, Twitch not, bringing Charlie to court or really, keeping him locked in this contract, obviously that's a positive thing. I just thought it was an interesting thing to bring up. Now, Twitch not keeping Charlie locked in this contract is definitely a positive thing when you take into consideration the issues that Charlie and also many other streamers actually tend to have when it comes to Twitch's contracts in general.
And with the Twitch contract, if you ask anyone who's currently under Twitch contracts, you'll know, they'll tell you, it is the lowest possible offer across any of the other streaming platforms that have ever offered contracts. It's about a tenth of what the rest of the industry was offering streamers. Now, I'm pretty sure Twitch put the kibosh on offering contracts in general, but when they were, it was a pretty large ask from the streamer in terms of hours broadcast per month, as well as ad density. There was always an ad expectation. Of course, there was wiggle room in terms of how many ads you'd play per hour. So the contract was very strict, and the payment from the contract was not enough to even cover a single one of the Moist Esports teams.
So while Twitch is out here giving their top names, their top runners, while Twitch is giving their top streamers bare minimum, you have these other streaming platforms that are coming up right now that have probably quite a bit of money to work with, as they are startups and they're not focused on making a whole bunch of money right now, offering streamers tens of millions of dollars, actually what they're worth at the end of the day, which also means that streaming won't be so heavily reliant on donations and things like that as far as monetization goes for a brand. It's just, this isn't even a situation of the other streaming platforms having better offers. It is a situation of Twitch just giving the absolute bare minimum. And as we can see, it's driven somebody that's been loyal to their platform for 15 plus years completely away. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to be locked into something? Why would you want to be given the bare minimum? Why would you want this? Like, there's so many restrictions and guidelines that Twitch gets basically full ownership over your content. It's just not even worth it for these big names to go with Twitch anymore, especially with all the competition popping up and all the opportunity available out there. Anyways, man, we're all here for it, watching the decay of Twitch's final moments, some could even probably say, honestly. Losing such a big name like Charlie and all the decisions that they're making as of the past couple of years, it's never been so over, you know what I mean? All the people they've banned, all the people they done wrong, all the favoritism they showed, everything, bro. We're all watching it slip down the slippery slope at this current time, and I gotta tell you, man, it's a little bit satisfying because it got to a point where I just stopped caring, you know what I mean? And I think pretty much everybody watching this video can relate to that. Twitch has just been so retarded for so long that there's no redeeming qualities at this point whatsoever. Anyways, man, I don't got much more to say other than that. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing if you are new around here. Let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comments below. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about in regards to Twitch, so let me know what your guys' thoughts are. With all that out of the way, I'm happy to be back. Hopefully gonna be back a couple times a week at least. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I'm out of here. Peace.